Hello, friends. Welcome to our final E3 2021 recap video. I am Alex Stadnik. I have an eclectic, amazing, talented crew. Look at these fine faces. They're beautiful, aren't they? We have Alex Van Aken, my partner in crime throughout the entire show. Hello, sir.
Hello. Thanks for having me on. It's been a long E3, but we made it. And the payoff was worth it.
Oh, worth it, he says. We'll get into that. Liana Rupert, Queen of Games. Hello, Your Highness.
What is up, friends?
Hello. It's good to have you. Hope you're doing well. And then the overlord of video games. I don't know. I was trying to think of another snappy, snappy title.
Overlord was such a good game. Let's compare Marcus to it.
Yeah,
sure.
Marcus Stewart. Hello, sir.
Hey, Marcus does what Nintendo don't, which is say the name Bayonetta 3.
Shots fired already. If you're just joining us, welcome. We've been recapping the biggest news all week long, and we're going to finish it today with Nintendo. We're just going to jump right into it because Nintendo, I think there was some anxiety about what Nintendo would or wouldn't show in a COVID year, maybe like slightly post-COVID year, but we're here now, and to kick things off with Kazuya from Tekken in Smash Bros. Not what I expected at all, but it's not a sword character and it's not a Xenoblade character, so that's a good thing, right? Marcus, you're a Smash guy, right?
Yeah, and I'm a Tekken guy too. So I was like, oh, okay. Like, I thought it was Heihachi at first, but Kazuya's better. I've always liked him better, and I thought that trailer was hilarious, leaning into the whole Mishima family throwing each other off of cliffs and into volcanoes thing, like just going all the way with that. So well done.
I thought that was going to be the intro. They just kept bringing more characters to throw off. I was like, this is funny. Go for it.
Only Kirby made it, turns out. So I hope that's his final Smash. Like, he'll probably turn into a devil and blast everybody, but I want to see him throw people in volcanoes.
I do think they showed that. They did show him kind of with a Samus.
Maybe that'll be, his level will be a volcano.
Maybe.
Ooh,
yeah, because they didn't really, I guess maybe they did. I wasn't paying close enough attention to see if they didn't, but...
it'll be in the Sakurai deep dive that you're doing later this month.
Yep. So June 28th, which I did like that. He's like, we haven't even filled him yet, so we'll get there. Also, Sakurai, if you're listening, please take a break, take a vacation, do something. We need you around. Yeah.
Go to the Bahamas.
Take
Sakurai.
care of yourself. So it was a good way for me. I'm not a huge Tekken guy, but I was like, okay, like the chat seems happy. I'll be happy with this too. So, we moved right along. Like, I'm not going to cover every announcement here, but we're going to cover some of the big ones. Mario Party Superstars, which I love a good Mario Party. Who doesn't?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I was confused if this was going to be DLC or a full new game. They're bringing old levels back. Do you guys have a better understanding of it than I do?
100 levels with the entire game catalog. It's got the game modes from the original. I don't know. I think it's cool, like the N64 era.
Yeah.
I have a very big soft spot for Mario Party, man. Like, it's people think like Monopoly ruins friendships. Nah, brah. Like, get your friends together and play some Mario Party. You will see who is loyal and who is not.
Yeah, and the big one for me, they confirmed that online play is supported for all of them.
Well, and that selfishly too, that's exciting to me because I was like, being in this industry now, I'm like, what can we stream? What can we make content out of? It was like, perfect. New Mario Party excuse to make everyone pissed off on stream together. So you can expect GI Mario Party streams.
Yes.
We'll see if we can get Dan Reichert on here. See if he can do a stream with us. That'd be fun. No promises, but so nothing crazy but I'm happy more Mario Party, right? Like that's exciting. So
yeah.
And then we had, the announcement of Life is Strange is coming to Switch, which is cool. I think that's how I'm going to consume it now. And then also in third-party titles, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be playable on Nintendo Switch. And if you go back and watch the tape, this was the point where I looked Alex Van Aken square in the webcam and I said, we are getting a Nintendo Switch Pro. Because I was like, there's no way in hell my basic launch
Alex.
Switch that's crumbling by the day is going to be able to run Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just not possible.
Yeah,
you traded. Waiting on the Pro, or you're like baking. Like today's the day where we're gonna get the Pro.
Yeah, that's part of what my excitement was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
I was sure.
Did you trade your Back for Blood prediction for that Switch Pro prediction? Is that what I heard?
No, through the rumorville? No, because I want 1 point from this damn week. I just want one. Obviously, we got no announcement of a Switch Pro. Nintendo has said pretty clearly in the past that they're content with their 2 Switch models, but the internet rumors were ablaze. Bloomberg had a piece on it. We'll see what that, now that we know, spoilers for later in the episode, but now we know Breath of the Wild 2 is 2022. Those feel like they're going to be married. Pure armchair speculation, right? But what have you. Right, but I would imagine going back to Guardians, either it's going to be a very dumbed down version visually, not gameplay wise, or they're going to
it is the Guardians of the Galaxy, so there'll probably be some dumb stuff in it.
Yeah.
I
would imagine
good bet.
Maybe a streaming model, like because they've been doing some streaming on Switch with like in Japan, Resident Evil can stream to the Switch, and I think Control did as well through the cloud. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Valhalla too, right? Wasn't there an Assassin's Creed game?
There was Control. I know that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure about AC.
Yeah,
actually.
I think you're right about AC. I think it was Odyssey or Valhalla.
I think it was maybe Odyssey. Okay. Yeah. Because I remember being like, wow, that's left field, because that was a pretty massive game.
That's a lot of data to stream.
Yeah.
All those icons.
Yeah. And then let's get to the my most hype moment of the show. Metroid freaking Dread. Are you kidding me? Are you serious?
That's the official title?
Metroid Dread is the official title.
Metroid frickin' Dread.
Metroid frickin' Dread, yeah.
Well, it showed up on the service Metroid 5, and we were like, what?
It broke my brain, because I was like, wait, we're waiting for Prime 4. I had to do like the math, like it was that gif of the lady trying to do the calculations in the sky or whatever. I was like, wait, we're waiting for Prime 4, but this is 5. Oh my God, it's going to be a 2D game. And it is. And I think as someone who loves Metroidvanias and who's been playing this year recently, Metroid Samus Returns on 3DS, my hope was that we were going to get Samus Returns on Switch. Like that was like, cool, like give me that and I'll be fine. But no, it's a full new game. So, what do you guys think? Where's your hype at for that?
I'm pretty freaking hype.
Yeah, very high. I'm a big Metroid fan. I loved, like I said, Samus Returns I thought was excellent. If they build upon that, especially keeping the melee stuff that game introduced, that was surprisingly cool. I would like to see that retained. But the new stuff they showed, like the cloaking thing, I'm curious to see how that works. I think that looked pretty neat. I also like Samus's suit design, like just the color scheme. Cool. I was like, that looks sharp. That kind of white, and the enemies look cool. So yeah, a 2D Metroid on Switch that comes out in October, no less.
October? Are you kidding me?
That's wild.
Yeah. Instantly one of my most anticipated games of the year.
Did they say who was making that?
I did not see. I do not have that information currently, but we could definitely, someone could look it up.
Let's Google.
Yeah. I'm excited to see more. I know probably right now they're showing gameplay at the Treehouse Live event, which, I hope someone checks that out. But.
Okay, so apparently it's Mercury Steam who did Samus Returns.
Perfect.
They have the official website up now too. So we've got melee counter returns.
Yes.
Let's go. New slide mechanic. Let's freaking go. Free aim. All right. Okay. Spider magnet as a new ability. Where that was where you could like see where they were like climbing up the walls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And, it's Metroid Team and Mercury is working together, so it's a collaborative.
Yeah,
I dig it.
Yeah, they do that a lot. People might remember Mercury's Team as the developers of Castlevania Lords of Shadow, that series, which includes that 2D, that 2.5D Mirror of Fate game. So they have experience doing both Metroid and Vania. It turns out.
That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, cool. That gets me even more hyped. October is incredible. We talked about September being incredible. October's right there with it. And this is now with this Metroid game with Shining Diamond, Pearl, whatever, like with Pokemon, like I'm very excited for Nintendo's fall, even though we're not getting Breath of the Wild 2 in it, which I think is fine.
And chat, be kind to us because we literally hopped right out of the showcase into this. So we got to catch up a little bit.
Yeah. We see you, person who's not being kind. Shut up. Next up is a new WarioWare title, which I think we saw rumors, or maybe it was just hope. I get rumors and hope confused on my Twitter timeline all the time. But like feels just like the perfect game for Switch, right? Especially in that like party mode type of thing. You know, having the Joy-Cons for that, I think is perfect, right? And just another crazy cavalcade of mini games. Are you guys WarioWare fans? I know, Mr. Van Aken, you are.
Yeah, I love the GameCube game, and to be honest, that's really like the only one I played. But I know WarioWare Gold came to 3DS, right? But I didn't play it, and so I'm very much ready to play some WarioWare.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm excited for Doom. The Ancient DLC Part 1's available today.
Oh, yeah?
I thought that was kind of a cool surprise drop because I knew we knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was today.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back and eat some crap out of some demons. Let's do it.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
It's hard too, man. Like that is a hard DLC. So, Marcus, are you a WarioWare guy?
Yeah, decently enough. I've never owned them, but I've played them off and on at like get-togethers and stuff, and I've always had fun with them. So like, I'm interested in this. Those games are always entertaining.
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Quickly, we got an update that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's coming to Switch. That's cool. I never beat that game originally, so this could be a good chance for me to jump in. That feels like a good before bed game. Nothing too crazy intense. Time commitment wise, even though it's a little longer, but Shin Megami Tensei 5 got a November release date, which I think I heard Kim Wallace shriek in joy. You know, I'm not a big Shin Megami Tensei person. Or is anyone in here who'd like to talk about it? Nope. All right, moving on.
I want to like. It's
all
one of
the
those
SMT fans,
right? It's one of those franchises I want to love. I want to so bad.
Yeah.
I don't vibe.
Yeah. And that's okay, because games are for everyone, but not every game is for everyone. Fatal Frame, Maiden of Black.
Let's freaking go!
Chat was popping off.
Says. I'm freaking excited. Like Fatal Frame is my jam. When I saw it, I felt like I was like everybody was like shut up because I couldn't shut up about it. But like, dude, that's dope. Like, let's freaking go, man. Like Fatal Frame is scary as crap. I don't care what anybody says. I may be a weenie, but even I know that's scary by normal standards. Okay.
Yeah. What we saw from that trailer was very spooky, and I wanted nothing to do with it. So, which means it's doing what it's setting out to do, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Did they show like can you use the Switch as a camera? Can you hold it up and do camera things?
You have to, right? I don't know if they explicitly showed it. Maybe they did,
but I don't think they did. But I mean, that seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But so very exciting, and later this year, I think they said, correct? I'll have to look at the exact release date if someone wants to look it up and let me know. Also, one of the craziest turns in the show for me, Advance Wars 1 and 2 reboot camp.
Oh, by the way, SMT is November 12th.
Okay, beautiful. November 12th release date. So November's starting to fill up a little bit too. Johnny Carson pulling rabbits out of his hat. I want to go back and listen to exactly what he said, because I feel like we could be dickheads about it and be like, well, you said a new Advance Wars game, but this is a reboot. So, but it looks beautiful. It looks like it's capturing those old Game Boy games very well. I don't know, any Advance War excitement in the crowd here?
Oh yeah, Advance Wars 1 and 2 are some of my favorite games ever on GBA, and it looks great. I mean, you could have just brought the original game, and but hey, we're getting some sort of. I don't think it's necessarily a reboot, but like I don't know. The title's weird because they call it Reboot Camp.
Yeah.
But it looks like the original game with new graphics. But who knows? But we're getting the first game and the second game, right?
Yeah.
So
coming together, which is exciting.
I've dabbled in Advance Wars, and it's a series I've always wanted to like seriously put some time into. I have a copy of like Dual Strike for DS sitting here that I've been meaning to crack into, so maybe it'll give me an excuse to dive into that before this. But yeah, I'm genuinely excited to see that come back, that franchise. Just as a fan of strategy games in general, I know how important that series is to that genre, so it's cool to see even like a remastered version of like old games, because that could always lead to new games depending on how the response to this is. Also, real quick, apparently that Fatal Frame game is a remaster of the Wii U Fatal Frame.
Okay.
It's not a new
So
game.
nobody played Wii U, so that's great.
Yeah, it may as well be a new game. But just want to clarify in case people are already correcting us. Like, yes, it's not a new game.
It is.
But no, I didn't think it was new. It was definitely a remaster.
I thought it was new, so I'm happy you pointed that out.
Touche, good sir. Touche.
Yeah. Well, this seems to be the year of bringing the Wii U games over, right? Because we had Super Mario 3D World, now Fatal Frame, Skyward Sword, which was Wii U as well, correct?
That was Wii.
Was it just Wii? Okay.
It was just Wii, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Now we just need Devil's Third.
Yeah, and then we're set. We're good. Speaking of Skyward Sword, I think we by the way, Advance War 1 and 2, December 3rd. So pretty quickly after November. So another great game, potentially for Switch. That style looks really cool. I'm excited now that I'm starting to get into more tactical stuff. I'm excited to see more from that. So I'm trying to think before we move to Zelda, is there anything? Worms Rumble, cool, Super Monkey Ball, all those games are coming. That's exciting.
That's cool.
For Mr. Van Aken's wife.
Kayla's gonna love it.
Yeah. And then let's move to
Danganronpa real quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Go
Games.
I've never played them, but I've always wanted to, and I wanted to play them specifically on Switch because it just felt like the perfect platform for that outside of PC. So it's cool that those are it's like the first 3 games and then like a brand new game being bundled together. And then they also announced that those games will be sold separately on Switch too. Sometime later this year, didn't give a date, but yeah, it's cool to see that series finally reach a platform that I would like to play them on.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
You'll have to report back.
You have to, dude. Like, seriously, that series is like the best. Like, that's literally one of the reasons. I say literally a lot. I think it's just because I haven't had coffee. I apologize. But that's like one of the games that I will always turn my Vita on for because it just plays so beautifully on there. And that series is weird as hell. Like, I mean, whatever they're smoking, but that dev team, like, chef's kiss, because the characters are wild. The freaking storylines are just crazy. It's like a battle royale-esque, not obviously in terms of gameplay, but the way the narrative is set up. It's beautiful. I can't wait to see you play it. I want to hear your reaction so bad because it's niche, but it's one of my favorite franchises.
For sure.
Maybe a little streamy stream in the future. Who knows? Let's get to the main entree, shall we? Which I had a lot of ups and a lot of downs in this one. The last 7 minutes of the show, they said we have one more thing to show. And then these people got up there and showed us Hyrule Warriors DLC. And in my heart, I was like, I know what they're doing, but damn it, don't do this to me. Which looks cool, right? I don't know if any of you are Hyrule Warriors people or not.
Game deserved more love, man. I'm sorry. It did. I love Dynasty Warriors. I love Legend of Zelda. It's literally the love child of both franchises. I don't see what's not to love.
Yeah, my sister really likes it. I've never given it too much.
I will say starting with that fit the beginning of the stream, because even then when they opened with Tekken, the first shot you saw was Ganondorf.
Yeah.
And we all thought that they were starting with Breath of the Wild. Yeah. So it's like they were really into teasing
for sure
us today.
Yeah. Before we get into the hype, I am disappointed there was no announcement of Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess. I feel like that's just a really big missed opportunity. Especially with Skyward Sword's track record of being very divisive, even amongst the GI people. I know we have people who loved it and people who actively hate the game. So I guess I will get to decide for myself on July 16th, I believe it's when it's coming out. But they redoubled down on the fact that it's coming in July. I'm curious to play it. I can't say I'm excited, but I'm curious. I know, Alex, I think you're excited to play it, right?
I am. It's a new Zelda game, or not a new one, but a new one to me. And the fact that they have those reworked controls, because I know that was a big part of what people didn't enjoy about it. The fact that they have button only controls. I want to check it out. And I'm gonna go in with
tempered expectations.
Yeah, I think that's the right word.
Yeah.
More Zelda's never a bad thing for me.
For sure. Speaking of more Zelda, are you excited to play it on a new Game & Watch? Because that's
no.
Well, there we go. We can move on.
I saw you wind up. Yeah. But they're doing another Game & Watch before we get to what Alex was really rearing up to talk about.
I forgot about the Game & Watch thing.
I will say, like, in that thing's defense, like, I will probably not buy it, but I think it's cool. It's a cool little boutique
if
thing.
you're a massive Zelda fan, you like collectibles. I don't know.
Yeah. Jeff,
is it though?
Like, it has three. Well, it has two very good games.
And even I'm just like,
true. Yeah,
I'll take it for free.
you can play Zelda 1 and 2 on the Virtual Console. I mean, Link's Awakening, the OG Link's Awakening. I was like, okay, that's a nice little bonus.
Yeah.
You know, curious about that game. It's like, it's all right. It's fine.
I do like Link's Awakening. I don't know if I could go back to it and after we got the Switch upgrade, because the main problem with that Link's Awakening game is you have to be in the menus every second to switch out your stuff, which is kind of a bummer. But I actually think we won't go down that train too much, and it also comes with Game & Watch vermin. The Jeff Corks of the world are gonna love it. They're gonna pony up and it's gonna be great. But that's when I was like, okay, like they have to show Breath of the Wild here. Otherwise, like the internet is going to melt down. Luckily, we got it. Breath of the Wild 2. Is that what we're calling it right now?
Yeah. It still doesn't have an official title yet.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to start this. Hold on, Alex, let's go back 5 minutes. Let's pretend that I'm leading into this. We'll try it again. Ready? Okay. Speaking of more Zelda, we got our first look at gameplay for Breath of the Wild 2.
Let's go.
I need to do that portal ability, like stat. That was freaking cool, man. He just like zipped up there.
Yep.
Yeah. We got new Guardian. Well, they might not be Guardian abilities. We got new abilities. There was a flamethrower that we saw, I believe, and the one that Liana's talking about, where like, he just like goes through the wall or through the floor and like reverse melts into the ground and comes up the other side. Which seems like you'll definitely be going up and down. Like you'll be playing on the ground, you'll also be playing in the sky, it seems like. Or it could just be the beginning of the game. You start on the ground and then you make your way up into the sky, and that's what you do.
Less stamina.
TBD, but I am really, really excited. It looked like maybe Link reaches in to the Ganon
goo?
Whatever the goo, and that's how he like loses his arm, gets corrupted, Princess Mononoke style, and that's how he gets his new abilities. And it looks like Zelda falls into a chasm, so
We
It's new for her.
To me, that signals we are playing as Link and there's no co-op, which I think
I want co-op, man. That's such a missed opportunity in an open world game. I'm sorry, soapbox time. We have a feature about this on the website if you want to read it. But like in an open world game like this that's expansive and wants you to explore to your heart's content, the Nintendo answer to Skyrim, let us co-op. Like, it's there, and your whole brand is about couch co-op and playing with the family. Like, well, my family wants to play Zelda. Like, let us freaking play couch co-op. One plays the Link, one plays Zelda. I get Calamity did the Zelda playtime. Great. She deserves more. I'm tired of rescuing her. I'm sure she's tired of being rescued because she's totally a real person. And it's time. Nintendo, it's time.
There is still room, I think, for an opportunity where Zelda falls into the chasm and she plays like her own separate chapter while Link is above. That could be cool. I don't think it's going to happen, but there is still, hope that you can play as Zelda. Maybe
you just spend the whole game slowly climbing up the cliff face while your stamina drains.
My worst nightmare.
This is the favorite part.
That's what hell is. Hell is you're just trying to go up a freaking mountain and your stamina depletes before you get like right to the top. And then you just fall and you do it all over again. That's limbo or hell.
Yeah.
That's heaven, baby. Give me all the stamina systems.
I think I want to rewatch the trailer again, but it looks like it's a visual upgrade from the first one. I think the lighting is better. Some of the effects look better. I still don't know if a normal Switch can run it, but a normal Switch ran the first game. So we'll see about that. We got a 2022 release date. I think some people were expecting this year. I
don't think it's going to release next year either.
Oh, you think
the way the press release sound. They're like, we're anticipating, we're aiming. Like they are very clear to say those verbiage every time. And I've only seen them do that really carefully when it's like, no, we're going to see it in 2023. I would bet money on that we won't get it until early 2023.
I mean, Breath of the Wild was delayed numerous times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they were also, and then that became cross-platform, obviously. Yeah, we'll see. It's still early. We're only halfway through 2021, so they could still hit if they're shooting for like holiday next year.
Yeah.
Or like unless they're trying to hit that same like spring window that the original Breath of the Wild hit, then
I think they're maybe gonna do that.
But yeah, if they
do.
I think if there's a Switch Pro and if Zelda is coming out in 2022, truly, I think they are aiming for the anniversary. What was it, March 6th, March 7th?
Sounds about right.
Is the anniversary of both of those?
That would be smart, but we thought that we were going to do that with Mario too. And
yeah.
Yeah, they really
womp womp.
And they really like. I mean, they said it in the stream, right? They're not doing any sort of anniversary celebration for Zelda, which I really bums me out. With a franchise so important, obviously it's COVID land. You know, like I'm sure they probably had bigger plans, but it is what it is.
Isn't that what the Game & Watch and Skyward Sword basically is?
Yeah, but like with how much we were inundated with Mario, which I get, like Mario's probably a bigger cultural icon, right? I just wrongly had my expectations set on something like that. And that's why we express our disappointment, but accept it and move on. And life is good.
If it makes you feel better, Alex, they can't take away Skyward Sword after a few months.
Who knows, man? They may try. Any closing thoughts on Nintendo? Overall, I had a lot of fun. The Metroid was my highlight. I'm excited for Zelda too. Don't get me wrong, but the fact that I'm a huge Metroidvania guy. We get to go back to the Metroid in that, right? And so soon. I think that was my highlight of the show and one of my highlights of E3. I'm so pumped for that. October's gonna be incredible. So Alex, how about you?
Breath of the Wild 2 made me emotional. It looks phenomenal. I just can't. I keep looking at screenshots online and watching the trailer over again. I can't wait.
Sweet cinnamon roll.
Mrs. Rupert.
Right. Breath of the Wild 2 was the one thing that I was hoping for. Fatal Frame was a very pleasant surprise. I'm down. Metroid, let's do it. I want to test out that new ability. Let's freaking go. I'm excited. That was a good way to close out E3, even though we've got a little bit more in the Game Award, the mini E3 awards that are happening. But
for sure,
it was a good showcase.
Yeah. Mr. Stewart, send us home.
Yeah. Breath of the Wild 2, cool to see that game. I'm probably with you, Alex, and Metroid's probably the biggest thing for me, just the sheer shock factor of that. And now, again, also being a huge Metroid fan. Smaller stuff like Danganronpa, pleasant surprise for me personally, and Kazuya and Smash. As a Smash player and a Tekken guy, that's a cool little unexpected addition. So
beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Done. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We did it. This is our last E3 reaction video. We appreciate you so much for joining us with this. This has been, whilst, not the E3s of old, this has been a fun time for us, getting to chat with everyone and see your guys' comments and feedback. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe over on youtube.com/Game Informer. Go to the website. We have so much E3 content on the website, GameInformer.com. We have a big old new magazine coming out soon with Guardians of the Galaxy as the cover story. Mr. Reiner, Mr. Van Aken, and Mr. Shea went hard on it. It's going to be worth your money, I promise. But thank you. Be good to one another. And we have plenty of video content coming up, but B3 stuff we can say goodbye to. So
be thanks, nice everyone. In the comments.
Or don't. We'll just, ignore you. Yeah.